Hello my darlings, and welcome back to my channel and to another video. If you're new here, welcome my darling. Please don't forget to subscribe and of course follow me on Instagram. Okay guys, so as you can see from the title, today I'm going to show you my literally most repurchased perfumes of all time. So anything as far as I can remember that I went bottles and bottles through. This is just insane because I have a full list. I don't have all the perfumes with me at the moment because some I don't use anymore. Some I think are in South Africa if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I hope I remember everything though, and I'm gonna go through my list of the most repurchased perfumes that I have ever repurchased. Tomato, whatever, you know what I mean. So I thought it might be actually helpful for you because, you know, something that we repurchase over and over is not just like a one-time discovery and then we just say goodbye to it and forget about it. These are the perfumes that I either have to have in my collection at all times or I used to have them. Also, I must say that my logic behind it is I have repurchased at least 3 times. So at least 3 bottles of the same fragrance. Because 2 it would be like, oh, not enough. 3 though makes a statement. So if you're interested, you might be surprised by some. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Okay guys, so the first one, I don't think it's gonna be that much of a surprise. This is Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Intense. Of course, before this one was released, I went through bottles and bottles of Eau de Toilette, which didn't have great longevity, but I still loved it because it was really nothing better on the market at that time with that price tag. But since they released the Intense one, I went through at least 5 bottles. I have one here, I have a spare one in South Africa, which is almost completely full. So yeah, I always have to have it at all times. This is my perfect no-brainer summer scent, super long lasting for citrus, beautiful, sexy, musky, fun, sporty a little bit fragrance. So I love that one and I will always have to have it in my collection. Next one, of course, another no surprise. I do not have the original EDP here. I have a flanker, but that's okay because you already know I went through bottles of it even in front of you since I started the channel. And that is Olympea by Paco Rabanne. This one is Aqua Légère, which I also really like, but I think I'm gonna go through this bottle, maybe repurchase one more time, and that might be it. Who knows, but I think so. With the original though, EDP, I always have to have it, guys. It's my favorite salty vanilla fragrance. It's amazing, super long lasting, it's loud, it's sexy, it's everything I want. It's great for summertime, but also during winter even, because, you know, it is quite cozy. I love it. Olympea has to be in my collection, along with, where are you? Olympea Intense. This one, again, this is my 2nd bottle. The 3rd one is in South Africa. So yeah, at least 3 I went through, maybe even 4. I just forgot about one, but yeah, at least 3. So this one is amber, vanilla and salt. Definitely denser, sweeter than the original. I don't want to say it's more oriental because I don't want to use that word anymore and I'm really trying, but I would say it is warmer, a little bit more Middle Eastern. Yeah, it has that vibe, you know, and if you mix it with some rose perfume, you're gonna have like a Middle Eastern bomb. Very beautiful amber. It is quite salty, but very mouth watering, super sweet. Love that one. Performance and projection is fantastic. Okay, next one. Oh guys, I know you know, but I have to be fair. So Alien. At this point, I'm pretty sure I went through over 10 bottles, way over 10 bottles, because as you guys know, I keep telling you that I started when I was, just when it was released. So I think it was released in 2007. So how old was I? I'm 29 now. You do the math. Go ahead. Yeah, so many bottles. One of my favorite, jasmine amber fragrance. It's not just jasmine, it's not just floral, you know, it's warm, it's a little bit sweet. To me, it has that marzipan touch to it for some reason, at least on my skin, and at least for like 2 hours of the fragrance, which I am here for. This is like my favorite part of this fragrance. So yeah, Alien, of course, it's one of my most repurchased perfumes ever. Alright, next one, before I forget, the one I've repurchased so many times, I have it in South Africa, is a cheapie, and that is Dolce & Gabbana L'Impératrice. Trois, or Très, whatever. That one, I don't remember when it was released, but again, I went through bottles and bottles of that. Since it was released until now, I still have it, I still use it. It's a perfect summer scent. I really like it. The longevity on me is good. So yeah, it's a fruit bowl basically. It's like watermelony, aquatic, a little bit musky, sweet, just beautiful, just beautiful. So L'Impératrice is definitely the one I repurchased so many times, along with all the Escadas that you can think of. Since I was a teenager, during my college, that was like my ultimate summer fragrance. Whatever they released, I had. My favorite were Island Kiss along with Taj Sunset. So these two are the most repurchased from the Escada range. And the next one that I also repurchased many times is Versace Bright Crystal. I did also repurchase Absolute version many times, but I think that since the EDT was longer on the market, I surely went through more bottles of it. So yeah, Versace Bright Crystal, you know, it's nothing really special. It's nice, aquatic, floral, yuzu type of scent. It's kind of like, it goes kind of in the realm of Dior Sakura, if you want something a little bit more sophisticated, or another Dior, which is Eau Fraiche Addict. They are very similar. So yeah, that's the vibe I was going for when I was a teen and in college. I liked light, fruity florals. Now you know what I like, but I would still use it for sure. Okay, next I'm gonna go through the things I have here. Another summer scent is Chanel Chance Eau Fraiche, and this is at least my 5th bottle. I remember my mom was obsessed with this fragrance at first, and at that time I didn't really get it. It was a little bit too masculine for me, but time went by and I started stealing it until I actually finally purchased it myself. I don't know how old I was, maybe 17, and since then I loved it. So yeah, Chanel Chance Eau Fraiche, one of my absolute favorite citrus, very long lasting. It has some floral notes. It's just beautiful fragrance. Okay, what do we have next? Okay, here I have Mon Guerlain Intense, and yes, this is my first Intense version. However, I do not have the original here. I have it in South Africa because the bottle was very heavy to travel with. However, let's pretend this is the original because I just want to show you some kind of Mon Guerlain. And yeah, the original I repurchased over 3 times. I think the bottle that I have in South Africa is either 4th one or 5th one. So that says a lot. When I was still working in corporate, I would wear it almost every day to work, along with some that I'm going to show you in a minute. But that was one of those fragrances that was an easy reach for me. I knew I'm going to smell very sophisticated, long lasting. It would last on me the whole day. Although, of course, I did respray and overspray, you know me by now. But yeah, that was one of the most repurchased formal fragrances by me. So Mon Guerlain by Guerlain, fantastic one if you want something very classy but sexy at the same time. Okay, next one is Poison Girl by Dior, and I know it probably is getting discontinued, so grab it before it's out. I will probably be purchasing another bottle just to have it as a backup, and I'm just not gonna open it. This is my jam. I absolutely love this fragrance, guys. This is rose, almond, vanilla, heliotrope, tolu balsam, a little bit fresh in the very beginning, but then you have that beautiful rosy mix with those sweeter notes, and of course a lot of tonka here. So if you love tonka and sweet rose, check it out. This is like my favorite Dior fragrance, I think, to be completely honest with you. And this lasts very well on me. This is the EDP, Eau de Parfum, because I always tell you, I always write it in the description below, and you still always ask whenever I show it. EDP, this one, okay? And I recommend it the most out of all of them. So that's that, Dior Poison Girl. And of course, within the same line, we have Hypnotic Poison Eau de Toilette. This, of course, is very old, so no surprise that I went through many bottles of this one. This is like a little Play-Doh vanilla almond fragrance, but I love it so much. It's so sexy, so warm, perfect for winter, perfect for date night, sweater weather type of thing. Absolutely love it. So Hypnotic Poison has always been in my collection. Okay, maybe not always, but since I got a little bit grown up, so to speak, I've been purchasing this one. So that's Hypnotic Poison. Then again, I have the intense version here. The original is in South Africa in my other collection. As you guys probably know already, I live on 2 continents at the moment, so it's quite hard to have everything in one place. And that is Coco Mademoiselle. Again, intense one is my first intense one, but the EDP, bottles and bottles. You guys know, like, this is the fragrance that most of us had at one point in our collections. This one was another easy grab for me for work, for college, for office, for theater, wherever I wanted to feel quite put together, I would grab this. So yeah, Coco Mademoiselle EDP, the original, was definitely the most repurchased. Then what else do we have here? I have 2 Alien Flankers that I again went bottles and bottles through, and these are the yellow ones. So the first one is Eau Extraordinaire and the other one is Eau Sublime. This one is more like Alien with added citruses, a little bit solar. It's still quite sharp and very citrusy. This one is way further from the original. This one has its own thing, its own vibe. It's still woody and ambery, but there's so much going on in here. Very citrusy. I wouldn't say it is airy because it's very long lasting, but it has a lighter quality to it than the original Alien, of course. I really love it. It is fresh but very sophisticated. To me, this is one of the sexiest citrus fragrance out there and very unique. This one you can definitely smell, it's still Alien. This one not so much. So I love these 2, and again, these were my perfect work scents for summer and springtime. Of course, this one I think also has been repurchased by so many people because it's also quite old, and that is Versace Crystal Noir. I went through EDPs and EDTs, doesn't really matter. EDP has more prominent coconut to it. EDT used to have coconut, but I think they removed it. I don't know, guys. Don't quote me on that because I don't want to bullshit you, but I think that's what happened. Anyways, this one is beautiful, coconutty, ambery, spicy fragrance with a little bit of florals, but not too much. Yeah, it's just fantastic. It has cardamom and pepper in the beginning, so you know you get that spicy, a little bit nose drilling twist to it, but then it gets very cozy, still being quite sexy and obnoxious. So I really love this one. Men absolutely love it. The longevity and sillage are very, very nice. So that's Crystal Noir by Versace. Okay, next dark vanilla fragrance is Roberto Cavalli Nero Assoluto. Me and my mom went through bottles and bottles and bottles of this one. We would always purchase it online because it's way cheaper online than stationery. So look online, I will link the links below as usual. So this one is ebony wood, vanilla and orchid. A little bit citrusy in the beginning, but they evaporate so quickly. Basically it is a very dark woody vanilla. Beautiful fragrance, definitely one of the better ones in this price range. Quite mature though, so keep that in mind, but I went through bottles of this one and I love it. Okay, next one. Here I have 2017 version, I think. I never remember, guys. I'll put it on the screen as usual, but I think it's 2012. I don't know, but it is Miss Dior by Dior. And starting with Miss Dior Cherie, that was absolutely fantastic. It's discontinued now. I went through anything that was released after that. So yeah, this I always have to have in my collection. It is a little bit similar to the original Coco Mademoiselle. However, this one is not as fresh and zesty. This one is warmer. And it has black orange to it, which is very, very nice. It's like warm and sweet, very, very inviting fragrance. But still has that patchouli, the same patchouli that Coco has. So yeah, nice alternative to the Coco Mademoiselle. Okay, next one, Tom Ford Eau de Soleil Blanc. Since it was released, I've been grabbing it. Okay, maybe I should say since I could afford it. This one is so pretty for summer. One of the best summer fragrances. It is said to be unisex, but to me it is quite feminine. It is coconut, a little bit piney, a little bit spicy, a little bit suntan lotion. Fantastic, just fantastic. The longevity is okay, but the sillage is moderate. Low moderate, I should say. You definitely have to overspray to make people smell you from the far, but if you spray normally, aka 10 sprays, people will be able to smell you like from a little bit up close. But the longevity is good. So Eau de Soleil Blanc I love. Okay, next we have Maison Fresh Baccarat Rouge, and technically, before you come at me, technically this is already my third bottle, because first I had 70 ml, no, sorry, first I had this little travel size, I think it's 10 milliliter, tongue twister, 10 milliliter one, then I had 70 milliliter of the original, then I had another 70 milliliter of the Extraordinaire, which is personally my favorite. Unfortunately, it got stolen along with my purse. And this is the one that I'm left with. And this is how much? 200 ml. And this is my absolute favorite fragrance. So beautiful. Actually, let me spray it on myself. Make a tradition. This is my scent of the video. So yeah. Oh, it's just, guys, it's so beautiful. I cannot. I'm obsessed with it. I know it's getting boring because everybody wants it, everybody has it, everybody raves about it, everybody brags that they have it in their collection and they feel like better people if they have it. I don't know, it's weird. Like the whole shebang along Baccarat is very, very weird and it makes people a little bit crazy, but I love it. And I love wearing it, and I'm trying to be very humble about it as well. But it puts you in a lavish mood. I must admit, it does put you in a lavish mood. It's very long lasting. You cannot really smell it on yourself, but trust me, people smell you from the far. Massive compliment getter. I love it, and I will always repurchase this one. Beautiful fragrance. And I think last but definitely not least is a fragrance that has been reformulated, but I must mention it because I really did go through bottles and bottles of it, and that is Gucci Envy Me in a pink bottle. Very, very pretty scent. It has some pink pepper to it. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. It has some pink pepper to it. It's just so pretty, very feminine, a little bit powdery, quite floral, a little bit fruity. It's just a perfect girly scent, but in a very nice way. So yeah, Gucci Envy Me I might get, but I know this is not the same scent that it used to be, so I'm quite hesitant. So guys, that is that for today. I probably did forget about certain fragrances, but that's okay because we have enough here, don't we? These are my most repurchased fragrances that I can think of, like ever. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Again, everything I mentioned and that I'm wearing will be linked below as usual. So thank you so much guys for watching, and see you in my next one. Bye!